so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Ready, ready. 8, 3. 50, nice 50. And watch your leg.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards on the ground. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Ready?
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him, come up with a scheme, come up with something, make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta. Yo, Mike 50. Hey, tank. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, high 7.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Blue draw Corkins. Hey, watch it. Hurry. Watch the shit. Hey, Charlie.
To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Down.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50. Down.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Campbell making the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Shrugs him off. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, Michel. Nice move at the... And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Go!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On on 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from early. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one caught by Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Prescott from the gun on third. Catch made here by Campbell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Prescott now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Check 9, check 9. Check 50, check 50. 25, check 25, check 25. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check, check. Lucky. Greystone, travel. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
47. Mark 38.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Hey, Haywood.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Ready.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Good move at the 30. Complete to Newsom. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Prescott now. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now, as you noted.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jacob Hollister, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
From the 39, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. It's a foot race past the 20. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they run with Michel. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
You got tape. You can go 46, 46. You go 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And get that to Michel, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Michel running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey, kill.
He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he's brought down. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And his kick is good. And this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Michelle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. To Michelle on the screen. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside. They didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 39.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lutz's kick is good. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Colts, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Took me so long getting back.